Hey everybody, and welcome back to Droobz Vids, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Dungeons Dragons Funko Pop line. Alright guys, the Dungeons Dragons Funko Pop line finally came out, and I actually pre-ordered these through Bella Books Comics and Toys, so shout out to them. They hooked me up with a great deal because not only did I get the full set here, these two, and Asmodeus, but I picked up a few extra, as you can see here and here, for my campaign group. So yeah, if you guys didn't know, I know I've talked about it before on the channel, but I do play Dungeons and Dragons. I have a campaign group now, and it's fantastic. I used to play league games, and you know, those only go so far because they're pretty much pick up random games at a comic shop or game shop. So with that being said, it's kind of hard to put together a group unless, you know, you plan it out with people there and you meet them up, you know, same time designated, whatever. Now that I have a campaign group and we play at my buddy's house, it's fantastic. You know, we meet up, you know, maybe once a month, something like that, and we'll play on Friday for, you know, like all night, and it's great, especially when you are the best cleric around. Yes, this is my mini here. I don't think I've shown you guys this, but this is the one I actually hand painted. So yeah, it's pretty dope. That's my little guy there. And yeah, I'm a cleric, I heal people. So I think I've said it before, like, I don't know, I just enjoy support characters. I enjoy watching them in animes and TV shows, and I enjoy playing them. You know, Overwatch, I play Mercy, that was a healer, and Dungeons and Dragons, I play a cleric that is also a healer. So yeah, I just enjoy the support role overall. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at the Funko Pop set for Dungeons and Dragons. They came out with 3 of them, and the first one we're going to be taking a look at here is this Mind Flayer. This thing is nasty. So Mind Flayers in general run with psychic powers, and they literally do what their name suggests. They flay your mind. Yeah, it's pretty awesome that, you know, they could do this, but it really sucks for your group if you have to fight one. Really tough because it's hard to get any type of resistance to psychic unless you got some really cool items or magic items or something like that. It's just really tough to deal with, in my opinion. So I mean, yeah, they do look super cool, but you know, just because they look super cool don't mean they ain't gonna kill you really quick. So yeah, Mind Flayer, really awesome looking dudes. And yeah, I mean, the Funko Pop is just a little chibi version of a Mind Flayer. You know, it's actually kind of cute at this point. It, you know, doesn't seem like it's going to do you much harm, but yeah, run into one of these during your game and it's over. So taking a look here at the Mind Flayer Funko Pop, this thing is pretty cool. Definitely like it, and you know, I really do like this set. I'm quite happy they came out with it, and pretty glad I'm able to get this. So yeah, this is pretty dope. Definitely like this one, and you know, I think this is probably the last full set of Funko Pops I'm going to be getting. So yeah, pretty dope. And if they come out with any more from this line, I'll probably be looking at getting those. But as of right now, not too sure, because generally Funko does like a little test release on stuff like this in a small little line, which would be 3, and see how the sales do from there, and that's how they end up making more. And, you know, that's why I've told a lot of people in the past, if you enjoy a line or specific series, you know, support it as best as you can in hopes of getting more pops made. So if they don't make any more pops for this line, I'll be completely fine, to be honest with you. But if they do, I will probably be picking them up. I just think it's a little interesting that Wizards of the Coast actually let their license go for this, because they have a ton of people that make, you know, figures and stuff for them already. So I just thought that was a little interesting to see these being made. And next up here we have Minx and Boo. So Boo here is the little hamster, literally little because he is a giant miniature space hamster that this warrior Minx talks to. And yeah, there you go right there, little guy, pretty cool. So this dude is pretty badass. If you guys have ever played the Baldur's Gate game, he's actually in it as an NPC. Pretty cool. But as far as lore goes, in playing it in actual game campaign, you don't really run into like Minx and Boo. At least I haven't. If you guys have and you play Dungeons and Dragons, let me know down in the comments below. But yeah, it's pretty dope because this is a throwback to Baldur's Gate, and I really do enjoy Baldur's Gate games. I think there is going to be a new one coming out. Not too sure about that, but yeah, this is pretty cool. The ears on him do look a little weird though, but other than that, pretty solid looking pop. A little bit of dirt on the back of his head. You can actually see his ears, like they're kind of just plopped on there as another piece of plastic that they just cut out and painted. So yeah, I mean, overall pretty solid looking pop aside from the paint defects and a little bit of dirt. You know, nothing too crazy, but definitely a cool little throwback to Baldur's Gate. I enjoy that. So last but not least, here we have Asmodeus, Archdevil, and you know, this guy is generally ruler of 9 hells, and yeah, he's just a thorn in everybody's side. He pretty much runs everybody that's evil, and yeah, I mean, he's just a super evil dude, and you know, you could just tell that he's evil. So I mean, very interesting set of 3 pops we got here for the Dungeons and Dragons line, in my opinion. But you know, we definitely got the dungeon side covered for Dungeons and Dragons, but we didn't get a dragon. You know, I figured they would have had maybe a 6-inch dragon pop or something like that, just to kind of cover the bases there. And I do have a little bit of a paint defect, I can see it already. But yeah, whoa, this guy is quite heavy too. This is a big pop, to be honest with you. Pretty solid, looks pretty good, except for this little bit of paint defect that I will fix. And he's got like something on his cheek there. I don't know if that's supposed to be there. Hold on, I got another one so I can check it real quick. It's actually not supposed to be there, so let me go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. Hopefully the camera will focus on it. Maybe it's like a bit of glue I could clean off, but it's right there where my finger's at. Not quite sure if you could see that there, but yeah, I'm gonna try to clean that off with some Goo Gone or something, because I got to get this little bit of paint next to his eye off. So yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at the pop there. This guy is pretty cool, man. His hands are really creepy, and yeah, just overall a very demonic looking pop, the way it should be. Really cool. Definitely like that pop. You know, after I clean it up, it's gonna look fantastic. So I'm probably gonna end up leaving these guys out of box and just putting them on my shelf. Maybe I'll put up, you know, my books and stuff like that behind them, because I do have an extra shelf that is currently vacant now. So yeah, I think that would be pretty cool. So yeah, overall, I think this pop set is actually pretty nice. I do enjoy it. These 2 right here are actually probably my favorite out of the 2. Asmodeus, you know, playing a cleric, Asmodeus could, you know, pretty much stay in hell for all I care. But yeah, he's definitely a cool part in the set. My whole thing was, I don't know if they should really have put the Pop Games tag on there. I don't know if they should have created something new, maybe put tabletop or even board games, put it in the board game section. But I don't know necessarily about just games. I know Minx and Boo definitely in Baldur's Gate, which is a Dungeons and Dragons game. And you know, you got your Mind Flayers, and I can't quite remember if Asmodeus was in there. I'm pretty sure he probably was. Or you know, pretty much anything Dungeons and Dragons related, Asmodeus kind of has an effect on everything. So yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess they kind of got away with it there, putting it in the games category. So not too big of a deal, but if you guys do want to pick these up, you know, they're just commons, easy to find. You order them online, or you should be able to find them in your stores locally. So yeah, definitely some pretty cool pops. And yeah, so now at this point, I think with the Dungeons and Dragons set, Funko has literally made something for like everything now. I don't know what lines they haven't made or what pops they haven't made for certain categories, but I think having these here now kind of just caps all that off. So yeah, there you go, Dungeons and Dragons pop games 573, 74, and 75. Pretty dope, definitely like them. And like I said earlier, this might be my last full set of Funko Pops I get. Pretty dope set to finish things off with, huh? So yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this video, guys. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next video.
Got no limits, I got no fears. Only got my blood, my sweat, and my tears.